Ruby Walsh. Back to Haydock. Yala, Enki, Corrin, Wood, trick away, natural front runners. Anything likely to creep in from off the pace? Top Wood might be one, but let's do the runners and the riders for the Tommy Whittle. Yala, Enki, first chase in Britain, 4-1. Brea Brew, 33 is Russe Blanc. The Slugger, 40-1. Top Wood, 12-1 and upswing.
Devoir Moi, 16-1 shot for Sue Smith. Lille, Philip Hobbs, 7-1. A few punters fancy him. Little John has been in and out of form, 16s, moving on right down. Airlight Supreme through a race away at Weatherby a couple of outings ago. Corrin Wood, potentially well handicapped. Will he see it out? Kayfleur has been jumping as though she's got clogs on.
So, loads of speed here. Let's go live to Haydock. Yala, Enki ran very well, third in that fixed brush hurdle on his reappearance. He now goes over British fences for the first time. A slight reservation is how hard will he have to go to occupy his normal prominent place, because Corrin Wood is a freewheeler and so is Trick Away.
Yeah, he is effectively, I know it doesn't always add up to the same sort of thing, down a grade. It'll be interesting to see how they go. Corrin Wood is definitely well handicapped, but talking to the Skelton team, we didn't get a lot of time this morning to discuss Haydock. They're not convinced that he's quite the same force as those form figures might suggest.
Top Wood was going pretty well, a long way out when he was hampered and unseated rider at Cheltenham. He's not badly handicapped to call them home. Plenty of greys there, that'll help. Stuart Machin for the Tommy Whittle.
And they're off with Carrick-Doon, one of the greys, to the fore. Courtown, Oscar and a noseband out wide, and Trick Away also prominent as they go into the mists. Yala, Enki, Yellow Jacket was also amongst the leading line. Bailey's Concertos towards the rear of the field with Kayfleur. The other of the greys, Russe Blanc. Vieux, Lille is another last group of 4 or 5 with a Little John. So they head away towards the first of the 5 fences over on the far side in this 32 Red sponsored Tommy Whittle chase. 34th running of it. A record field. Never been a field as big as 16. And we assume that there are still 16 of them approaching the first fence. But no shortage of possible front runners in this race. And it might be quite an attritional test in the conditions. They're scheduled to jump a total of 5 fences across in the back straight. And the last in the line of 5, which we might get a view of, is the first of 4 scheduled ditches. Well, the likes of Yala, Enki and Carrick-Doon with Trick Away were prominent as they set off. We're not going to see very much for a while, by the looks of things. Russe Blanc was towards the rear for trainer Kerry Lee, who's already been among the winners this afternoon. Kayfleur was also at the back of the field. There are some grey shapes in the mist as they move just beyond the midpoint in the back straight first time. Yala, Enki to the fore with Courtown, Oscar in the noseband. Trick Away also nosebanded his third. Devoir in the red and white is just about in 4th. Now Arde Fur has gone. He's running loose, so Arde Fur's out of the race. Upswing is still there. With Top Wood. Russe Blanc is right around the inside. Little John is out wide. Kayfleur still in the race with Vieux. Lille. Bailey's Concerto is last. Carrick-Doon is there with them. Brea Brew and Airlight Supreme. So certainly Arde Fur out of the race as they make their way up the straight towards the 6th, where Yala, Enki was the leader. Watching the rest stretch out over it. Corrin Wood is about 3/4 of the way back, another of the greys, and now they come towards the second of the ditches. Yala, Enki, Courtown, Oscar, Trick Away. Top Wood with the green sleeves will rise just in 4th ahead of Devoir. Little John's made a bit of ground into midfield. He's behind Upswing, and they disappear once more. Bailey's Concerto and Carrick-Doon towards the rear of the field with Kayfleur. Airlight Supreme waited with. Brea Brew under Jody Hughes was also in rear. And we're probably not going to see him again now until they get very close to the winning post at the halfway point, at which stage they will have negotiated 9 fences. So Arde Fur, a party company with Dave Noonan somewhere down the back straight. And when they disappeared, Yala, Enki and Courtown, Oscar were disputing the running. And Yala, Enki just has the advantage under the judge. To Courtown, Oscar, Trick Away in 3rd. Devoir 4. Top Wood in 5. Little John a bit close to 6. Upswing is 7. And then Russe Blanc and Airlight Supreme of Vieux, Lille and Bailey's Concerto and Kayfleur and Carrick-Doon. And Brea Brew and Corrin Wood has dropped to the rear of the field, and they disappear once again. And there would be some 12 to 15 lengths covering those that remain. So Yala, Enki on his first start over fences in this country Charlie Deutsch in the saddle. Combination that landed the Lanzarote hurdle just under a year ago at Kempton. And Yala Enki, before taking into account Deutsch's £5 claim here, they're trying to give weight all round to his rivals in this valuable prize as they come to fence 10, the first over on the far side. Cortown Oscar was in second when they disappeared. Jamie Moore, he's had a winner this afternoon. Can he double up? He rides here for Donald McCain. Corrin Wood, however, one of the more fancied runners in the race, was towards the rear. One of a trio of greys, just about the darkest of them. Dave England in a dark jacket. He was out the back with the likes of Kayfleur and Berea Baru, and they're probably now just over a mile from home. And Yala Enki, who ran so well in finishing third in the fixed brush hurdle here on Betfair Chase Day, was in front the last we saw of him. He might still be in front. Your guess is as good as mine. They're heading towards the ditch by the looks of things, the last on the far side. Yala Enki is still in front. That was 5 out. Trick away in the noseband. And then Bailey's Concerto perhaps a little bit closer term, but it's Yala Enki who leads out of the back straight. Bailey's Concerto in second, white cap. Then Trick Away and Topwood and Little John, an upswing, and Vieux Lille in a purple jacket. Airlight Supreme in the pink is wide of Kayfleur, then Roos Blanc and Corrin Wood and Vieux and Warren Cortown. Oscar's dropped right away, and Yala Enki has slipped the field. He's gone 6 or 7 lengths clear rounding the final bend, with Bailey's Concerto heading the chase. They're in line for home, a half mile to travel, 4 out coming up to them, at least coming up to Yala Enki anyway. He gets over it safely. He's got a long lead. He's 10 or 12 lengths clear now, with maybe Little John or perhaps Vieux Lille moving into second. Airlight Supreme is staying on. Topwood is back in fourth by the looks of things. Trick Away's weakening. Yala Enki's over the ditch safely. Airlight Supreme is disputing second with Vieux Lille. Topwood took it in fourth, then Little John, followed by Trick Away and then Corrin Wood. Roos Blanc is toiling on, and they make their way to the second last, or at least Yala Enki does. So we won't see him again until at about 100, maybe even 75 yards from the line. But Yala Enki appeared to have a clear advantage when they disappeared into the mists. Can they peg him back? Vieux Lille and Airlight Supreme were giving most immediate chase. Up the run-in they come now. All the jumping done. Yala Enki was in front the last I saw of him. It looks as though he might still be there as well. Something coming up to the line in splendid isolation, and it is Yala Enki who makes most to win the Tommy Whittle, and he's won it by a wide margin. Yala Enki wins then, with Vieux Lille in second. Kayfleur has stayed on into third. Corrin Wood is fourth, and Little John, Roos Blanc, Topwood, Airlight Supreme and the rest.
They're just queuing us to give a replay view, Graham.
Jim, I believe, thanks to the wonders of Twitter, there was a streaker at Haydock earlier on. It seems like a pointless exercise, streaking in this
Well,
weather.
no one can see it. As Richie Benner once said, with a case of streakers, it's generally a case of such a lot of fuss about such a little thing. But anyway.
Well, in his case, we'll never know because of the fog.